The generations case: Google, Microsoft, and monopoly. Tomorrow, Google will defend itself in a case filed by the U.S. government, accusing it of market monopoly and harming competitors. This case evokes a similar story Microsoft faced a quarter-century ago. Details: Google's competitors have long complained about its practices in the market and its monopoly over the search and advertising sectors. Tomorrow, the trial proceedings against Google will begin, accusing it of not complying with laws in its control over the search sector. Many view this as a generational case in preserving the spirit of the Internet today. The U.S. government is expected to highlight how Google pays billions annually to companies like Apple, AT&T, and Mozilla to make its search engine the automatic choice for users. The case has significant implications for giant tech companies and their market dominance, each in their respective field. Congress had attempted to impose some controls on them before, but those attempts had limited impact. This case reminds us of a similar case against Microsoft a quarter-century ago when Microsoft was the prominent tech player. Similarities and differences with Microsoft. Microsoft's trial began in 1998 and lasted 8 months, gaining significant media coverage and scrutiny. The U.S. government based its claims against Google on the Microsoft case, alleging that Google engages in similar practices and tactics in the search engine market, just as Microsoft did in the personal computer operating system market, where Microsoft had a 90% market share. Google denied the charges, arguing that it collaborates with other partners and pays them, unlike Microsoft. Google ensures partners get top technology and quality while reducing costs for them. Microsoft, at that time, was almost the dominant player in the market, and Bill Gates was the richest man in the world. Not to mention that Google sees itself today as part of the giant tech company group. Amazon, Apple, Meta, and even Microsoft compete with it in the same market, a different scenario from before. Besides, the influence of Bill Gates, once renowned and influential, has diminished. Google's founders, on the other hand, have stayed relatively low-key. The government believes that Google learned from Microsoft's lesson and was careful in using language in internal communications, prohibiting its employees from using aggressive competitive words like killing or destroying competitors. But fundamentally, Google followed the same approach. The Bush administration reached an agreement with Microsoft, preventing it from engaging in monopolistic contracts. It allowed personal computer manufacturers to use other products and forced Microsoft to publish more technical information. Ironically, Google benefited from this agreement, paving its way into the market. The case was pushed forward during the Trump administration, and the Biden administration intensified it, later adding a second case related to the digital advertising market. This case is expected to help shape the global tech market if it succeeds. Google's fellow giant companies are watching, and competitors are on the edge of their seats. The evidence is that specific companies now control the tech scene, and some of these companies are bigger in economy and population than certain countries. In the past, it was all about the growing dominance of Microsoft. Today, a giant club of tech companies has grown in dominance, and undoubtedly, trimming their nails after they've grown and expanded is a tough challenge. If you found the information in this video valuable, we invite you to consider subscribing to the channel. By doing so, you'll stay updated with our latest content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon as well, to ensure you receive timely alerts for all our new releases.